Hi everybody, today we are here to talk about the Ielts listening. Ielts listening is such an important task, of course, and yes, it is very scoring as well. There are a lot of students who are struggling with the listening test just because there are some accents are involved, there are some speeds are involved. So here I am going to talk about almost every aspect about the listening, what do's and don'ts are there, what other tips and tricks are there, what exactly you will experience in the main IELTS exam. So here I'm going to talk about almost everything you want to know or you should know about IELTS paper, specifically in the listening test. So let's quickly start. Listening is all about 30 minutes, but yes, it altogether time stands for 40 minutes. Let me explain it why. 30 minutes are there for the audio to listen and answer the question simultaneously, and last 10 minutes are there to transfer all your answers in the main answer sheet. So this is how your 40 minutes are getting counted. While listening, you have to take care of certain things because the audio is going to play only once. So also where students are sitting along with you, everybody would be listening only once the entire audio. So control is not there with you at all. Apart from it, there are 4 sections are there in the entire IELTS listening test, in which 10 questions each would be there in all 4 sections. So overall questions are 40. You need to answer simultaneously while listening all the answers, all the audios, and answer the questions simultaneously along with it. Please make sure, since the audio is not there with you, the control is not there with you, you will not be able to listen it again. So concentration is the key. Right? Now, moving ahead quickly, that what these particular sections are all about. So these sections have some conversations, and I'm going to explain it how it is going to be. So your section number 1 consists of 2 people's conversation. It could be 2 friends are talking, it could be 2 hotelier or a guest are talking, it could be a student or a tutor is talking, or many more. Second section involves a monologue. Now many people have a problem to understand what monologue is all about. So in the layman language, monologue means only one person speaking on some context. Section number 3 involves again a conversation between 2 to 3 people altogether. Number 4, in which again one monologue on the academic context. So there will be 4 sections with separate speaking topics with different speakers, of course. Now, what exactly the questions, what kind of questions are there? So there are several types of questions you will be experiencing in the IELTS listening test. Number 1, form filling. It's more or less like a fill in the form, fill in the blanks itself. You will be getting one particular question in which some form is there. You have to listen to the conversation and fill it. Second particular type of question is called note completion. You will be getting some notes, and on that basis conversations will be going on. You have to fill them. Third, related to the fill-ups itself, it's a summary completion. You will be having some kind of summary, and you have to just listen it carefully and answer the questions based on that. The third type of question is called multiple choice questions. Now, multiple choice question is basically in which one question, 4 options are available. You have to just choose one out of those 4. So you need to be assured and very concentratedly you have to listen it, so that you'll be able to listen it nicely and answer the right one. How do you need to pick up? We'll talk about it later. Now, next type of question is called match the information. Now, what is match the information? You will be getting some particular box in which some information is there, and the questions are lying down there. Every particular question, before starting the question, you will be getting half a minute to have a look at these questions. So please make sure not to forget to have a look at this particular box and see the information, what is written already there, so that once the conversation will get started, you would be able to match the information nicely. Next type is called map direction. There are a lot of people, when we drive, we don't know the directions. We put the navigation on, right? And we have to just see what exactly the directions are talking about. You have to just concentrate it and follow it. Same ways map direction is there. You have to just concentrate it and follow it. These are the type of questions which generally being catered by all the IELTS aspirants in the IELTS listening test. Now we're going to quickly talk about the tips and tricks. Number 1, always read the instruction, guys. Please do not forget it, because in the instructions there are some word limits are mentioned. For example, 1 word, 2 words, not more than 2 words, 3 words, not more than 3 words, one word or a number. So please act accordingly. Transfer all your answers in the main answer sheet in the capital letters. Now this is absolutely not a compulsion, but it is a suggestion from the trainer, I guess. That ways the examiner would be able to check, because these particular sheets are getting scanned, under the system, and whatever computer is having already fed the answers, you'll be able to get it cross-checked by the system itself. And in case if your answers are not readable enough, you're not going to get the marks. Listen to the plurals. It is very, very important, dears, because this is ultimately a listening test. So you please be assured, in case if you'll not be able to listen it, you'll not be able to get the marks. So plurals are important. For example, they have lost their instruments. Probably you are listening it instrument and you write the same. You would not be able to get the marks because you lost S. Right? Now, please make sure not to understand about everything, because there are some information which is relevant, and next is just to give you a lot of to trap you probably. No spelling errors are entertained. So please make sure, even if you, because this is a digitalization issue, and due to the digitalization era, there are a lot of people who make a lot of mistakes in spellings. So here, this is an English test, so spellings matters. Please make sure to correct the spellings. And in case if you miss the answer, please don't get stuck, because as I mentioned earlier, the audio control is not there with the students. So please make sure, in case if you miss the answer, don't stuck there, keep going, otherwise you're gonna miss the next answers as well. And there are several informations which are given in the in a paraphrased form. Sometimes question is written in the active form, but the audio is going in the passive form. For example, the pilot has rescued all the passengers, but it's written, or maybe the audio is saying all the passengers have been rescued by the pilot. Meaning is same, language has been paraphrased, and people get trapped into it. So please make sure not to get fooled by them. Right? For more information, if you want to know about listening test to the core, please do follow. You'll be getting a lot of videos about the same. Stay tuned. Bye bye.